2004 graduate of UW-Whitewater, and I currently am a senior account executive at the Salmon Borre Group, which is a boutique PR agency in Lake Bluff, Illinois. Obviously the first one you're being paid for, which is always excellent, but you're always, I would have to say that the similarities are that you're always learning new things, new fields, but of course when you are a practitioner, people are coming to you to ask your opinion, asking your recommendations, and then you're really hitting the ground and not just working on a fake client or a nonprofit or some sort of class project. You're really working and really upholding the reputation of your client too. We work with a couple different toy manufacturers. I would say one of them is Uncle Milton. They're the creators of the Ant Farm, if anybody knows that toy. And some educational toy companies such as Learning Resources and Learning Curve brands, as well as Schlick, a manufacturer of figurines or like animals and fantasy and things like that. It's the fact that no day is ever the same. You really don't know. You could be working on one project and a client could come to you and say, oh my gosh, we need your help with this today, or someone could be sitting on something that you've asked them for several months to work on and move forward with, and then finally 4 months later they say, let's move forward with that idea, and you're totally out of left field with that. So always being flexible and never know what's next. I got the opportunity to work at the 440th Airlift Wing in Milwaukee. They were located right at Mitchell Field. They actually left a couple years ago, but it was really interesting working on a defense kind of side of things and with the government, and we did a number of presidential visits where we were kind of assisting with media who are looking to get footage of Air Force One landing at Mitchell, or the President Bush at the time, coming off the airplane, doing camera live shots in front of Air Force One and kind of wrangling the Secret Service versus the media. That's a little bit tricky. So I really enjoyed that job, and it was a lot of fun learning about the military. I would say yes, take it, because some experience will put you so far ahead of people who have no experience, who are coming into PR blind with no real world experience beyond what you're learning in school. So, you know, take it, see if you can make it work for you, and then maybe from there hope for a paid internship. Of course, you want to just, if it's the right fit for you and it's going to be good experience. Definitely the tactics stuff, that's stuff I use every day. Press releases or fact sheet, things like that. You can never be good enough at those, you know, you can write them in your sleep at some point. As far as strategies, I think it certainly helped me to get even more of a sense of what people are doing, campaigns, and to kind of use that into framing campaigns of our own, or if we're looking at launching a product to moms, or doing outreach for holiday gift guides. You know, it's always good to have a campaign and strategies lined out and to be able to measure your success. LinkedIn is huge. I don't think that you can spend, you know, the more information you put on there, obviously professional, the better. The more people you can connect with, the better, because you never know when you'll be looking up a company and see, oh, so-and-so is connected to that person, or so-and-so is a connection. So I think there's a lot of really great value for LinkedIn. Research the company as much as possible. Look on LinkedIn to see if you know anybody who's connected. Look to see if there are any alumni from Whitewater that may already be working there. Definitely having multiple copies of your resume. I find that in interviews, Sometimes you'll be interviewed by 3 or 4 people and research, and don't be afraid. I know this all sounds so cliche, but don't be afraid to ask questions and ask what their hiring process is, when they're going to be making a decision, and maybe even how many people they're looking at, just to kind of give you a better idea. Don't be afraid to try something non-traditional or try an idea that's out of the box. Maybe contact companies that aren't necessarily hiring, or you don't know that they've got a position listed.